Good morning, everybody. Lovely to see you and Happy New Year. Is it a good New Year? Who knows? Honestly, I'm not really too sure whether I'm coming or going right now. There's an awful lot going on, which is fine. It's January. It's bound to be like that as an accountant, but that's part of the reason why I'm here is to help you guys make things a bit easier as far as your accounts is concerned and your tax returns are concerned, etc. Bit of housekeeping first of all. If you are on here live, please put make a comment. If you're watching the replay, please put hashtag replay so I know. And anybody who wants to comment, would be lovely to hear that you're here. Thank you. Sorry I look so rough this morning. So today we're going to talk about cloud accounting, why you need it, what it is, and what it can do for you. So cloud accounting has been around for quite a long time, and it's been updated, changed, etc., for goodness knows how long now. I use Xero for my businesses, and I try to get the majority of my clients onto Xero for the simple reason that, one, I know it, two, I'm a silver partner, and so I have to be certified to be able to use it. And three, my outsourcer, who I outsource almost all of the bookkeeping to, uses Xero, and she also does Xero training as well. And because I use it on a daily basis, I know it inside out. And there are a lot of things I don't like about it, but there's many, many more things I do like about it. So when I talk about cloud accounting, I will be specifically talking about Xero because that's what I do. But I am not only talking about Xero because there are so many out there. And there are a lot that my clients use, like FreeAgent and QuickBooks Online and things like that. And we're going to go through the pros and cons of quite a lot of these because there's a lot of adverts on the television and things like that for QuickBooks saying how wonderful it is for those who are self-employed and things like that. It's fine if you're going to use QuickBooks self-employed. It's absolutely fine if it is absolutely basic, but you will get a profit and loss, and that's all you'll get. You won't get a balance sheet. You won't get a trial balance. So you're not going to be able to really understand what your numbers are that well. It's fine to start off with as long as you can upgrade it afterwards. I would never go for QuickBooks Desktop. I think it's clunky and old-fashioned, a bit like Sage Desktop. QuickBooks Online itself is, again, it's absolutely fine. Personally, I don't particularly like it, but that doesn't mean to say it doesn't work. It's just my personal preference. But it works really well. You can log your mileage on it. You can do your payroll on it. So you can do everything, whether you're a limited company or a sole trader, it makes no difference. But it is, it's good, and it's cheaper than Xero, although Xero's got a very good offer on at the moment. If anybody wants a promo code for Xero, please contact me. But QuickBooks is, it's made for the American market more than the UK market. The Americans use it enormously. Those of you who are anything to do with Profit First, will know that the Americans, and Mike McAllister specifically talks about QuickBooks Online a lot. What other ones are there? FreeAgent. Now, if you have a bank account with NatWest, you will get FreeAgent free, in which case I would go for it. It's very good. It's quite basic, but it doesn't need to do any more than it does for a smallish either limited company or sole trader. It makes no difference. Again, it can take all of that into consideration. You can do all your VAT, your payroll, the whole lot. Personally, I wouldn't do your payroll on FreeAgent. I don't particularly like it. It's not very intuitive to me. But as I say, it's free if you've got NatWest bank account. So that's great. And it's not hugely expensive if you haven't got a NatWest bank account. Wave. Now, Wave used to be really, really good, but since open banking last, whenever it was, March, April, came into effect, Wave can no longer do the bank feeds for UK banks. So that's no use to the majority of people who want to use cloud accounting. So yeah, I wouldn't use Wave. The only reason you'd use Wave is because it's free. Zoho is another one. Personally, I think it's rather clunky and not great. Starling are now doing their own. It's basic. It's very basic. It's great if you're just starting out, though. And also, I've just been told actually this week that Lloyd's have brought in their own. They sort of call it a cloud accounting system, but it's not really. It really is incredibly basic. It will let you bank feed everything, and it will let you keep an eye on what your expenses are. You can't do things like you can't invoice from it and stuff like that. So it's not fabulous in my view, but again, this is just my personal view. It depends on what you're actually looking for. So why would you have a cloud accounting system, and what does it do for you? So what is cloud? It updates your account as easily as you update your Facebook status. In recent years, cloud technology has revolutionized our complete day-to-day lives. We post our family photos to Facebook, we pay our household bills through online banking, and we use our smartphones to check our email on the move. So if we're utilizing the cloud every day anyhow, why wouldn't you use it for your business as well? If you can do that, then fabulous. Cloud-based accounting software now offers all of the functionality and the reliability of your old-fashioned desktop accounting system like Sage or any of those ones actually, but with a plethora of a huge amount of additional benefits with online technology. There are so many integrations that you can use, whether that's tracking your mileage, whether that's tracking your stock, whether that's linking your payment accounts, whether that's PayPal or Stripe or whatever it happens to be, whether that is doing your cash flow forecasts. I use it for all of my advisory clients. I have a piece of software called Clarity, where we go through all the 7 most important numbers and we work out an action plan, etc., for your business, so that you can start to grow it properly and start to take your profit, etc. That links with Xero and QBO, and you can also put things in manually as well. But it's one of the integrations. Receipt Bank, Auto Entry, HubDoc. If you're using Xero, HubDoc is now free, which is great. I don't particularly like HubDoc, actually. I'd rather pay for something else. I use Auto Entry. I don't like HubDoc because I find it I find it not particularly efficient, shall we say. But again, it's just personal preference. For all of these cloud accounting systems, you will be able to get an app on your phone. So you can then take, I'll show you what the Xero one looks like eventually, once I can get into it. You can then take pictures of your receipts. You can reconcile your bank account. So you've got your bank account on there. You can add you can create an invoice on here. You can, what else can you do? You can create a quote, you can add a bill, add a receipt, add a contact. You can take photographs of receipts wherever you happen to be. Like yesterday, I happened to be in a computer shop, picking up some paperwork and stuff like that, picking up my iPad pencil. They gave me the receipt. Now, instead of me having that piece of paper and taking it around with me home, back to the office and all the rest of it, I took a photograph of it and then I binned it. And then I literally attached it, sent it to Xero. It's done, it's dusted, it's fantastic. It's quick, it's easy. You have access at any time with cloud accounting. When you used your old-fashioned desktop system, you were tied to your office, and your software, your data, your accounts, everything sat on your local drive on your computer, and that completely limits what you're doing. Cloud-based accounting frees you up from this restriction, and it is, I think it's an absolute game changer, a bit like Profit First. Your data and your records are all completely safely encrypted and stored on a cloud server. There is no software application for you to download. There are no updates. Do you remember when I don't know if you did, but I used to use Sage Desktop for all of my clients. I mean, all of them. One, it got very, very expensive. But every time there was an update, every year, you had to pay another whole load of money just to get another license. But with cloud accounting systems, it doesn't work like that, because they update it literally as you're going. You don't have to stop working on it or anything like that. It's amazing. It will reduce your IT costs and save you time because you'll be continually connected to the business. In a lot of ways, that's not so great, because it means that you can't switch off from your business, which is a bit of a pain sometimes. But that means that that's your boundaries. You've got to sort your boundaries out. I think it's imperative to be able to do that. In the old days, you had to have a server in order to be able to house all of the application software that you had and stuff like that. You don't have to do that anymore. It's brilliant. Watertight security. This is amazing. You've got no time-consuming backups. Do you remember with Sage, again, you used to have to back up every single thing and then store it somewhere. Oh, God, such a pain. You don't have to do that with cloud accounting. On any cloud platform, whichever you happen to be on, backups and software updates become a thing of the past. They happen automatically. You can share with and collaborate with ease. It doesn't matter whether you're working with colleagues or you're working with your accountant or you're working with your partner or whoever it happens to be. Doesn't matter. Or if your accountant is outsourcing things to somebody else, they can invite users in. Everybody has access. Everybody has the same information at the same time. You can work on it at the same time. What I do with my clients is when I have a chat with them every quarter to go through everything, we look at their Xero or QBO accounts together. We go through everything. If something needs to be altered, changed, or anything like that, I'll quite often do it on my system and then tell them to refresh their screen. Done, dusted, perfect. It reduces paperwork and it is so much more sustainable than anything has ever been as far as traditional accounting is concerned. It is amazing. You can reduce your reliance on paperwork for the very simple reason that invoices can be emailed straight out to your clients, removing the cost of printing and postage, speeding up the payment process as well, because once your client receives the email, they can click on a button and pay immediately, depending on what payment system you've got set up. Incoming bills and receipts can be scanned and saved directly with the associated transactions, either on your phone or in your office. It doesn't make any difference. And because your documents are all digitized and stored in the cloud, there is no need to keep paper originals. HMRC accept digital files. It's absolutely brilliant. It also means that you can keep control of your financial processes. When people do their accounts, when my clients do their accounts on Excel, I quite often get the spreadsheets. At the moment, I now get them once a quarter, but I used to only get them once a year. You couldn't keep an eye on whether somebody was going over the VAT threshold, which is obviously incredibly important because you can be fined to do it. You couldn't keep an eye on what expenses they were on, whether they were making a profit. And because they didn't understand it necessarily, they weren't able to do it. Now you can keep control of all of your financial processes. And it is just, it's an absolute game changer. If you are not already on a cloud accounting system, Google cloud accounting systems and see what you can find. If you are interested in going on to Xero, as I say, I've got a promo code which gives you 50% off for 3 months, which is great. And at the moment, it's an ongoing promo code with my Xero manager. But I mean, it may change, but I think it probably won't at the moment during lockdown. But it's there if anybody needs it. What else can I say about cloud accounting? It has completely changed how I work, totally changed how I work. And I'm hoping it's totally changed how my clients work as well. I very rarely do the bookkeeping now for my clients because I don't have the time to do it. And I have the amazing Nikki Young who does it for me, which is amazing, brilliant. And I rely on her completely and utterly to help me, and also to train my clients as well, because if you can be trained on how to work it properly and quickly, and Nikki knows all of the little tips and tricks and stuff like that, then the difference is unbelievable with how much you're going to get out of it, how much productivity you're going to get out of it. If you are spending, some of my clients on their Excels are spending sort of a couple of hours once a month to do their Excel spreadsheets. This will take you probably about 15-20 minutes to reconcile your bank account. Done, dusted. You've then got your reports already up there, sorted. It's not a problem. As opposed to waiting until January to do your accounts, you can keep them going on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, whatever you want to do. I try to get my clients to get into some sort of routine, in order that what they do is they do what I do, which is on a Friday afternoon. Every Friday afternoon, I review my week. I go through everything that's happened, every client meeting that I've had, every proposal that I've sent out, whatever it happens to be, and I go through them and I chase them up, or whatever I need to do with them. I go through all of my debtors to make sure that I haven't got any. I don't have debtors anymore because all of my clients pay on a monthly basis automatically through Go Cardless. I make sure that I don't owe anybody any money because I hate being in debt to anybody at all. I make sure that I do all my profit first allocations so that I can save for my profit first percentages and check whether my percentages are right. And then I plan for the next week. But also at the same time, I go through all of my Xero and make sure everything is up to date and correct so that I can rest at the weekend. I can relax and think, it's okay, it's done, it's sorted. And if a client contacts me during the weekend and says, can you just check on such and such? I can check it on my iPad if I want to, if I need to. If I don't need to, then I'll wait till Monday. But sometimes it means that I can do it quickly, done, dusted. It goes out of my head, then I can forget about it and I don't have to worry about it. So, yeah, as I say, cloud accounting, complete and utter game changer. Give me a call or email me at hetty@hettyverneyaccounting.co.uk if you would like the promo code for Xero. It's a game changer. It really is. If you're using Excel or you're just about to start out, I would very, very seriously think about using a cloud accounting system. Don't start on Excel and then in a year's time move on to a cloud accounting system. Start it now. It will save you huge amounts of time and effort. And in the end, it'll save you a lot of money too. So thank you all so much. Have a fabulous weekend and I will see you next Friday. Bye.